So this is a little set I put together a few years ago from took them out of another set called Hunyang Qigong and modified it a little bit. So it's four simple, pretty simple movements and then a closing a transition movement in between each one. You do each one 10 or 12 times, maybe more, maybe 20. Uh, I like to do them until I feel a little bit of a shift somewhere in my body, a relaxation or a deepening of breath, a little gurgle in the belly, something like that. And then that shows you that the autonomic nervous system is changing, and then the lymphatics are flowing better. So the basic theory of the lymphatics with Qigong is that the lymphatics like to pump at about 3 or 4 seconds and then release for 3 or 4 seconds because they have all these little pumps are called lymphangions that move the fluid through. And the more you're moving the fluid through, the more your white blood cells and your immune system and your lymph nodes can clean things up. And so you're just healthier all over inside.
Okay, question. So
Yeah.
what happens if, like, for me, I have too many white blood cells? They're erratic in there.
Well, what I think is going to happen is your lymph system will be smarter about it.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah,
really
they're having too many parties in my knees and shoulders.
parties.
Yeah, they have parties. When I go to bed, they decided to gather and have parties in my knees and shoulders.
So it's going to move that stuff, and so you'll be less swollen,
Well, that'd
less
be good.
edema.
Okay,
Anyway,
one
do
more.
it for a week or two, and then report back to me, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, before we start, I want to ask you one more question.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to start doing acupuncture. That's not the question, that's the statement. But the acupuncturist recommends this patch called X39. Have you heard of that? LifeWave X39.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Infrared light therapy. It's
Yeah,
X39
that's
patch.
probably good.
It's like a patch you put on. It's supposed to do some stuff. I'll research it, but she Tracy already started seeing her, and he's like, "You should go see her." So I made
Where
an
is she?
appointment. She's in Aberdeen. Her
Oh,
name's
good.
Doris Reed.
Can you email me her link or
Yeah, I will.
Doris Reed
Yeah, I will. He's his ankles. He actually has ankles again since
from
he's been doing
acupuncture?
yoga. Mm-hmm.
Does she teach Qigong
I
or,
don't think
or Tai
so.
Chi?
I don't think so, but I'll ask her. But she has Tracy rubbing his belly, like in certain ways to work the lymph system in his belly, since it's
Oh
all
yeah.
messed up. So anyway,
Oh
that
good.
was just. I was just wondering if you'd ever heard of that patch.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different things out there.
Hey, if it
Uh,
works and takes away some of my pain, then I might do it.
yeah, I think we should give it a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
So the first exercise is a general clearing exercise for the chest, upper belly, and lower belly. In Chinese medicine theory, this is the triple burner or the triple warmer, and it's got to do a lot to do with all the organs in the chest and belly and how they work together to digest food and air and oxygen and experiences, lots of things. And what happens if you're not feeling good? Usually one of those three areas feels a little funky, or two or three, but usually at least one of them it just feels funky. And then when you do this first movement, it's a clearing, dredging, releasing sort of thing. And so it's always good in general to start with a clearing before you start adding things. So basically, it's like you have cupboard doors and you bring these cupboard doors closed in your chest. So from your clavicles to your diaphragm, lower toward your lower ribs, you open those doors and it's almost like you're opening up and releasing the bats in there or the dust. And but what you're actually doing physically is you're trying to use your back muscles to open up your rib cage in the front and in the back, which will help your heart and your lungs. And then I talked about that 3 second thing. So we'll do 4 seconds. Inhale 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 4 seconds. So the movement is an opening and a closing, 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever feels good. So that itself, that rhythmic motion, is good for the nervous system. And what's good for the nervous system is good for the lymph system. Inhale, visualize inside your chest. Exhale, visualizing anything weird, discolored, strange, uncomfortable, dusty, whatever it is, leaving. If you like, you can breathe out the mouth when you exhale. Or out the nose. And notice how my elbows are just kind of hanging down. And then after 10 or 20 of those, you shut the cupboard door. You go down to the upper abdomen between the xiphoid and the belly button. You just do the same thing for all the organs in the upper abdomen, clearing those out. So if I'm not feeling very good, one of these doesn't feel very good when I do it. And then by doing it, it starts to feel better, especially over time. You do it every couple hours, and usually by the third or fourth time, feels a lot better, and I feel better. Try moving the camera. Right at me. You do similar number of repetitions, close the door. Then you go down to the lower abdomen, basically belly button to pubic bone, and you release anything in there that needs to go, any old energy, tired energy, any stagnant feeling. I just burped, that's a release. Sometimes you can get that kind of release.
Yeah, I got a gurgling.
Yep, gurgling, good.
About here, I was getting dizzy in the middle one.
In the middle one,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's probably where the main issue is. Okay, we do one more. My hands are tingling, that's a good sign. And then
And my
the
hands always tingle.
transmission movement is a big movement like that. So we have the different than the three burners, we also have dantians. Uh, the lower dantian below the belly button. It's inside the belly. It doesn't really exist like at a physical level, but in martial arts, Qigong, and things like that, we really focus on that. It's like a ball of energy or a sun. And it's also called the field of elixir or the elixir field. So it's very healing place to focus on. Very good for your lymph and for your breathing. So that movement, that transition movement, is like that. You connect to the earth, to nature, to the sky or the stars, and then you put it all in the lower dantian. That's the first movement, opening and closing the triple burners. The next one, you can do it sitting. Also, you can do all these sitting. I'll show you. A little hard to see where the camera. I need a cameraman. Still didn't work. So this one's for clearing out the meridians and the fascial lines in the whole body. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your palms and your fingers and draw up the inside of your leg on both sides, the front of the torso. And then with your mind, as you lift your arms up, you think about the soft part of the arm and palm and fingers. So that's the inhale. You can do it on one inhale. So you bend down. If you can't reach all the way, it's all right. You just do it with your mind, and you go along the inside of the ankles,
I
inside of
actually
the
can.
body, good, inside the legs,
I'm going to
and then
stand
up the
up.
torso, and from the armpits up the arms to the fingers, top of the fingers, and that's all the inhale. So
Okay,
those are all the yin parts of the body
let's
considered
start
yin.
that way. Let's start that again because I stood up and I missed part of it.
Yeah, uh, you're brushing the inside of the foot or the inside of the ankle, inside of the leg, brushing up the torso, and then you kind of switch in your mind and you brush up the inner side of your arm from your armpit, where a lot of lymph nodes are, up to your fingertips. So it looks like this when you do that first part. You inhale and you roll up. You inhale, your mind goes where your hands go, you roll up. And then on the exhale, your mind goes to your fingernails and then down the more hard part of your arm, the outer part of your arm, and also over the top of your head, going backward and going down the back, and then not the inside of the legs, but the back of the legs, the side of the legs, and the front of the legs, all three at the same time. And that's your exhale, and that's more harder outer yang compared to yin aspect. So this is a balancing, a clearing, and a releasing and a charging a little bit too of the meridian system as a whole. And it's just back and forth, exhaling down, inhaling up, your mind following those general pathways. Yeah, do that 10 to 20 times and end up coming up. You end right here at the dantian. Then you do the transition or the closing. Yeah, my hands are warming up. Good sign of healing forces happening. And then the next two are kind of a rolling the ball motion. Change this again. I haven't taught in this room before.
You don't have to apologize to me, Bob. It's all fine.
Figuring it out. The the north room is now a bedroom since our sewage event
I didn't know you had a sewage event.
and a major sewage event
Oh
in the
no.
bedroom,
Oh
the
no.
bathroom.
Upstairs,
Yeah,
downstairs?
they came in upstairs, downstairs, master bedroom. They came and tore up our floor and our bathroom and
Oh, so you guys sleeping upstairs now?
no, in the north room.
Okay.
I usually sleep upstairs anyway, but Kathy's in the north room.
Okay.
So I had my whole camera set up
In that room.
in that room. Yeah, had to
Oh,
figure it
so
out.
you have to get everything stripped and
Yeah, we have to get it. It's been stripped. It's been dried. Took three
ugh,
weeks,
ugh,
and then we're gonna redo everything,
yeah.
upgrade it. It's gonna be a long process.
That's not a fun thing.
We're gonna make lemonade out of sewage.
Yeah, that you have to. I mean, it's like we bought this house, and the first thing that happened is that the the water pipe exploded underneath the garage.
Of course.
So so we had that fixed, and we bought a new water heater at the same time because we needed one of those too.
That's right. Such is life.
Yeah.
This movement is like a capital D shape.
Okay.
So
So backwards, capital D.
in nature, you have a balance between yin and yang overall, but some things are usually more yin and some things are more yang, and then they'll shift. Uh, Basically, curves are considered more yin, and straight lines are more yang. So a capital D is a really nice advantage, really nice symbol for a yin and yang. So what I've done is imagine that there's a pipe or a Freon golden D, capital D, that goes into the upper chest, back into the center of the torso, and then goes straight down and then comes out the lower belly. And it's in front of the body now, more yang, and then inside the body, it's more yin. So in front of the body is more yang, but it's a yin shape. So the inside of the body is more yin, but it's a yang shape. So this
So
way
it's
we help balance the functioning of the internal organs and the nervous system. So the nice thing about the Chinese medical theory and philosophy is it actually really fits scientific ideas and physiological ideas, biology and things like that really nicely.
well, this lady is Chinese doctor. That's what she says. I think Tracy told me.
Is she Chinese?
No.
Yeah, acupuncture is all Chinese. Well, there is Japanese too, and Korean and Vietnamese, but most of it's Chinese in our country. And then do that with the other hand. If only Kurt Cobain had had some acupuncture, maybe he wouldn't have killed himself.
And made the only thing that's famous in Aberdeen.
Yeah, maybe he would have found some joy in life and
It's the
got through his depressed time.
that nickname of that town is Scabbardine.
You
You
know,
don't
it's fallen on hard times, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got some really neat places, but we looked at houses there, and I was like, I can't live here.
No. All right. Go back to the first hand. And the other hand, other arm. So a lot of what Qigong is what you do with your mind, where you put your focus, and you might call it psychoneuroimmunology, Western terminology. Okay, first hand, other hand.
So I guess your stuff happened when we were probably in Alaska.
Uh, yeah, it was late June.
Oh, I guess we weren't. Yeah, we left the 30th. Yeah, I didn't hear about it. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. It was a process. They tried to do both at the same time, going opposite,
Oh,
going half a step off from each other,
going the same direction,
but same direction,
like bicycle wheel.
like a bicycle pedal.
Yeah, I can do that. I thought you meant opposite, like one go one direction.
That's harder.
Yeah. Yes, you know, Laura can't juggle, so.
And then you go the other way, bicycle forward. I have a friend that has a pedal bike. It's one speed with no brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll ride it up hills, and it's like, that sounds horrible. He loves it.
Well, if it brings him good joy, then good for him.
He's got six bikes. Depends upon his mood or what his activity is. So Dad's 83 tomorrow.
I know. Everybody keeps saying, "Are you going up there?" And I'm just like, "There's no bedrooms. They're all full."
I was wondering if I should go up there.
Oh, he'd probably like that.
I
Bill
don't
and
know.
Hannah are up there.
He's got so many of his friends there.
I know that's one reason I don't like to go.
I might just go for the evening or a couple hours.
Yeah, I'll be up there in September for that
Then we close.
cardiologist.
What's in September?
The cardiologist.
Oh, okay. I want to see Willie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the third one. The fourth one is similar but a little bit easier. So here, the double D's are rotating like bicycle pedals. And this one, they rotate on the same, so they're more like a pitching machine. The two wheels on a pitching machine, and
Uh
they put the
huh.
ball in.
Yep.
So it's more like a pitching machine. And this one's really nice because you really open your chest, and then when the hands come down, you open your back. So you get a lot of good opening for your lungs, especially, but for all the internal organs in the torso. And the palms just face. The, and this time, the D goes in the center from the side, out the center from the side, and then in the center to the side. And then the straight line is again inside, and the curvy line is outside. So the important thing for healing the immune system with these exercises is being internal. And the movements are external, but the mind is internal. Another way to balance the physical with the non-physical, the yin with the yang, the mind with the body. And then you reverse these ones.
This one's making me dizzy.
Call it good. Now
No,
we're
I'm
done
just
with the
saying that
set.
must be the thing it's doing. It
When you
must be
start feeling that dizziness, that's enough.
okay.
Don't do any more. Go on to the next one or rest for a few
Okay.
breaths. And we close. To finish, we do it 3 times. Finish the set.
I had a gurgle.
Great. So what I'm going to do is put this up on YouTube.
Just for me, right?
Yeah, I'll just send you the link.
Don't I mean nobody else can see it, right?
If they don't have the link, they won't be able to find it.
Okay. Okay.
There's private, unlisted, and public. This will be unlisted,
Okay.
which means they'll won't find it, I don't think. And you can download it to your computer and
And then let you know and you can delete it.
yep.
Okay. I don't need to see people seeing me do that.
I don't think they will. I have me pinned. So they would hear you, but they won't see
Oh,
you.
okay.
So yeah, if you, whoever you pin is going to be on the video.
Okay.
So I can see you in a little box.
Right. I see you in a big box.
But if I pin you, I'm going to stop the recording. I can also